The address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue. The place is known as Titletown. Welcome inside legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Green Bay Packers. On the visitor's sideline, there's the Bengals head coach, Zach Taylor. His guy perfect on the new season. 5 games, 5 wins in the early go. On the other side, the head coach of the Packers. His guys had the week off last week, so they are, in theory, rested up and ready to get back at it. Club hunter Jake Bailey on to get this one started. And off we go from legendary Lambeau. Whoa! And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his 3rd season as the Green Bay starter.
You look back on the game prior to the bye week, Mike, and I think that win is critical. Nobody wants to go into the bye week off of a loss. It just changes the energy in the building. Everyone starts questioning everything you're doing. You go in on a win, everyone takes a deep breath. You're very honest about what you need to continue to improve on coming out of the bye, and we'll find out in this one whether they made those corrections.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Love. And that is incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
So here come the Bengals. And Greg, there is no denying the talent of this man. Joe Burrow led the league in passing yards and touchdowns a season ago.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike. And I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically. They got the win. He can continue to play that style of ball. This will be a tough group to match up with.
They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick 1st down. Here we go. 180. They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, making you work for everything you get.
To the left side, caught by Chase. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. And that is going to be good enough. He's got that 1st down. So conversion, and they move it to the 46-yard line.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
He'll get that to all his tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Brown. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so will step aside. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. A ball deep deep for the end zone. And he'll take it on in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. It's his third touchdown on the year.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection.
And look at this. The extra point is blocked. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. This one taken at the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense head back onto the field. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game. Take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards for running backs, and he's right there among the best in the league.
Yellow, 43.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Ready. Ready.
From the gun, it's Love. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Set punch. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll take a shot for Watson. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Now a fair catch is taken here, just short of the 45-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's complete to all the tight ends. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Here we go.
They bring Chase in motion.
Big.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Here we go.
Now, Burrow. That's to Cooper again. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
11 empty.
Looking out of the gun, Burrow. He's got the hook up there to Cooper. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
1st down, Bengals.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. I'm this coordinator. I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Second down and 8.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, can.
Burrow. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up third down.
2-yard gain on the play. It's third down.
To throw is Burrow. And caught. Offside. It's complete. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
So as a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessary...
To the goal line and in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. On is McPherson for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bengals extend their advantage to 13-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. And so far, 2 drives, 2 punts, no first downs. Not a winning formula as they start drive number 3.
Set, ready. Ready?
Here's Love. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On play action, Love. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. And he'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A gain of
1st and 10.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. From the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
2nd down.
Here we go, here we
At the
go.
42-yard line.
Yellow, 22. Ready.
Here's Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Bengals on top. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football, and they've got it with 3rd and 6 coming up.
Here we go. Set.
Love going up top. That is hard. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
That's good for a
A
Green
big
Bay
gainer for Green Bay. 45 yards.
The 9-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
To the 5-yard line.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And this one blown up. Good surge. Drop him. A loss on the play. Back to the 9-yard line.
The idea here on 2nd down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a 3rd and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here. And I think on 3rd and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air. Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down.
33, yellow. Hut.
On the ground, it's Jacobs. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Jayden Reed was the intended target. Now they'll be looking at 3rd and goal.
Down. Ready?
Love to throw. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Tucker Pratt. Touchdown, Packers. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he's an early front runner for MVP of the NFL. It's the first half of the season, but as you can see, he's already leading the league in passing yardage. Play action now. It's Burrow. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one's good for just a couple.
Here we go.
2nd down. Burrow gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now a 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Burrow. Right back to Chase. He's got it again. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Here we go.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision. Just throw the ball away.
To return, it's Nixon. And good coverage by Hutchie. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Packers offense make their way out to take over once more. We'll try to establish some tempo as They start this one with 1st and 10.
60 red.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play.
2 yards on the pickup.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Ready, ready. Set yellow, 43. Ready, go. Set.
Once again, it's Jacobs. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Jamar Stewart, they're on the stop. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go, here we go. Black 40. Ready?
From the gun, it's Love. There's a short one caught by Kraft. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go. 180.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Throws caught by Cooper on the right side. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
180.
Burrow to throw. This one complete to Higgins. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down. Throwing is Burrow. He'll set up the screen to Brown. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
To the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobb.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that love throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who are very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
The Packers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40.
Here we go, set, ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. In trouble, and down he goes. Chris Jenkins Jr. in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Ready?
On 2nd down, Love. He's going to go deep, looking for Reeves.
So, Mike, you find yourself in some of these inclement weather games, whether it's rain or snow, Really, the challenge falls on the defensive side. They're usually more in a reactionary position where they got to change directions and they got to react to the plays and the movement.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Daniel Whelan now as this drive quickly stalled out. So he's on to punch it away. His kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Bengals offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop!
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Wade Walker getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
Perfectly timed blitz there by the linebacker. Remember, when you go empty backfield, there's no extra protection. All you have is the 5 offensive linemen. It could be feast or famine, but in this case, when you time it right, man, there is no back there to help protect the quarterback, and he comes away with the sack.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Week 6 is here, starting to get a little bit of a sense who the contenders are and who the pretenders are. Let's hop in. Our tour around the NFL starts now. At Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, the Colts at home to take on the Arizona Cardinals. And it's Josh Downs. Make it a 70-yard touchdown grab. The Colts improve to 4-2 on the year with another win. Next up, we go to Charlotte. We'll look in on the Panthers as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And this is Jonathan Mingo. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Cowboys come out on top, 21-13 the final score. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy. The New Orleans Saints hosting the New England Patriots. And it's the number 3 pick from 2 drafts ago, Drake May. He's going to take this one himself. He also had 2 touchdown passes in the game. The Patriots get back to 500. They even their mark at 3-3. With that, a look at the rest of the scores from Week 6 with Houston and Minnesota, the 2 teams on the bye. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thank you. The rain, as you see, still coming down in sheets. We'll see how the coaching staffs adjust to the weather here in the second half. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. He's putting together a very strong first half of the season. Currently the NFL leader in touchdown passes. Burrow now to throw on first down. There's that man again. Another catch.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He'll get this close to the first down marker, taken down just shy at the 38. They'll run the sneak. He is going to have a Bengals first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down. Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here. He is going to have a Bengals first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard. Now, Burrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Contact up front. They get one of the defenders to jump.
On 1, ready?
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Burrow now. This one downfield, taken in by Higgins.
On 2.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
To throw is Burrow. He'll get that to all his tight end. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Give them 17 more and they are on a roll. Another first down.
Gun. Stop.
To throw is Burrow. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. So now the Bengals and Burrow will come out and try to add 2. Here comes the blitz as he wants to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Packers offense get ready for their opening possession of this second half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10.
White. Check snap.
We'll run up the middle with Jacobs. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
A 2nd down throw for Love. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and As the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The Bengals offense and T. Higgins set to take over once more. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Cooper going in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That's caught. It's Amari. And he'll be out of bounds here. That's only a gain of a yard. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 9. Burrow. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Now, Burrow. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, Mike, before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand, to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Set, ready. 52 blue. Hut, hut. Set, go.
We'll go play action with Love. Sideline throw. Looked in by Dobbs. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
Running is Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now. And partially, it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
3rd down and 9.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
60 red. 60 red. Set, hut.
From the gun, it's Love. Open man is Reed. He's got it. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Let's go. Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
It leads to 2nd.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Here we go. Here we go. 50 green. Set.
Throwing is Love. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Take this in, back at the 16. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense looking to get set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On 1st and 10, Burrow. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Here we go. A carry here for Brown. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here we go. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 74 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
His kick is good. Makes this.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 10. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready to get back at it. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down.
Hey, set, ready. Yellow, set.
Now Love. This one is caught by Reed.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4.
Set, punt. Ready.
Here's Love. Catch made there by Watson. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
That's good for a Packers 1st down.
Right. Here we
1st
go.
and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Yellow, set, go. Set, punt.
To throw is Love. Quick throw, taken in. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Number 11.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Set.
Back to throw is Love. Quick throw here is complete. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Ready, go. Set.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down.
Hey, go steal. Ready, ready. Ready.
They'll go for it. Love. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he will get the first down. They took a chance, but they convert on 4th and 3.
Packers, first down.
60 red. Punt.
Love to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Cam Taylor-Britt on the coverage.
Here's Love to throw. And complete to Jacobs. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd
Here we go.
and 2.
10 black.
We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. And he will have a Packers first down. They're able to convert on 3rd and short, picking up 4. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. That, not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game.
Ready. Ready. Blue 32. Smash. Smash. Set.
On play action, Love. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
50 green. Set.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. To the left side in the hands of Watson. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Set. Punt. Yellow 43. Ready.
Love. Well, that one floated off his back foot. It is intercepted. That's the safety, Geno Stone.
So in this last possession, Mike, they take the ball away, and they do it from playing cover 3 defense. So what that means is there's 3 deep players. There's 2 corners and a safety. They divide the field into thirds, and everybody else underneath is just looking at the quarterback. Straight zone coverage, played perfectly, leads to a big takeaway.
Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. He's to the 25, and they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
There's that man again, another catch. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
At the 46-yard
They'll run here with Brown. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. It's a Cincinnati first down.
Here we go.
They go play action for Burrow. That's caught left side by Cooper. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
Gun. Shot. 180. Lights up.
Looking out of the gun, Burrow. Very good throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Here now, 3rd and 5. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Bengals.
Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Brown. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. 180. 180. 180 touch. 180 touch.
Cooper going in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Trying to keep the drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9.
180.
Burrow. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. But this one is about done. 4th down, and the Bengals will bring in Evan McPherson for the field goal try. Officially a 29-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he is going to be taken down, and that is going to do it. So, this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.